What's up, everybody? Josh Riel here with Eric Goldman with our first teaser for Fantastic Beasts and where to find them.
Yeah, a true teaser, we should say, is definitely just teasing you. But that first little visual and audio cue I like because, this is the connective tissue to Harry Potter. They're not saying the words Harry Potter, but they want people to get this is a connection to it. And so Prisoner of Azkaban, I think one of the most popular films, certainly well-liked films, and there's a big callback there.
Throwback to Harry practicing his magic with Lumos Maxima.
Yep.
And this is really just very much a teaser, right? Of just little snippets here and there. We know that it's 1926,
Yep.
New York City, world of Harry Potter, but no Harry Potter.
No Harry Potter. And this is, our first look at this expanded world, and this is what you'll see referred to as the MACUSA, the Magical Congress of the United States of America. And basically the big thing here is this is the American version of the Ministry of Magic. And I think that's the big appeal of this movie for fans of this series is getting a look at a part of the world we've never seen, literally, geographically. We've never gone to America in this series.
Mm-hmm. And who dis?
So that is Catherine Waterston. She is playing one of the main characters, Tina Goldstein. There's sort of a group of four characters. Newt Scamander might be the lead, but he's got three allies, and she is one of them, and an American witch working at the MACUSA, I believe.
Is there anything notable about this crocodile hide?
I think
or statue.
I'm guessing. I was
whatever?
thinking about it too because we're going to see some different images over. There's a lot of text in this trailer, but you're going to see different stuff behind them. I'm guessing they're all little nods to the Fantastic Beasts of the title.
Ooh.
And another good look here at the MACUSA, sort of the classic pentagram-ish symbol there, except there's those dots inside it, which make me curious. And this is our first look at another character. This is an actress named Carmen. I'm sorry, I'm going to get your last name all mangled, but Ajogo? Something like that. She's playing a character named Sarafina.
And what is that symbol there in the back?
That symbol is the future of merchandise
and tattoos.
Yeah, that is the MACUSA logo, and I think that is. I joke, but it's true. Without any sort of school at the center of this, I'm thinking that is going to be on every T-shirt, everything you can possibly buy, because it sounds like a lot of this movie is centered around the MACUSA. And you see sort of the phoenix there, which is obviously related a lot to the Wizarding World already, but with the American flag inside it.
Mm-hmm. And there's sort of a bird motif sort of going on with her outfit there.
Yeah.
And very elaborate headpiece. I'm thinking this, she's sort of like maybe what I'll call the president of the, American Wizard Society.
It's possible. We don't know. We've only been told her character name, but clearly she's someone of significance here. And we do know that Colin Farrell's character, who we'll get to in a little bit, is sort of a confidant or, sort of someone of importance who deals with the president of the MACUSA. So it's very possible either she is that character or someone connected to. Maybe she's the vice president. And here's our good look at, again, the setting of this movie is really cool just because it's so different from Harry Potter. 1926 New York. And so you're getting a look at that here, the cars, the clothing, and the buildings. But that particular building ahead of us is of significance. Because that's
the Wellworth building.
The Woolworth building, which is a real building. Again, we're basing it in like what was really there, except that we know that in the reality of the Wizarding World, that this is the entrance to the MACUSA. Obviously, the Muggle world, or No-Maj, as they call them in America, wouldn't know that. But if you wanted to access the MACUSA, you would go through the Woolworth building.
Very cool. And here we have, in the trailer, we hear that someone got this case, they opened it and let all these fantastic beasts out, and that seems to be the inciting incident of the movie. Someone here is holding the case, but from the color of the suit, we don't know who it is. At first, I thought this was Newt Scamander, one of the protagonist, but he's not wearing that colored suit, so we'll see that later. But we're assuming that this is sort of maybe the beginning when someone who maybe shouldn't have the case gets a hold of it.
It is possible, yeah, because we were trying to figure it out. Certainly, it looks like a male because Tina is wearing a gray suit as well, but does not look like a female holding that. So someone else seems to have the case at some point. And we should mention that it's the same concept that Hermione had her bag in the Deathly Hallows. It's a magical bag that contains so much more than it looks like it could physically. And the same thing with here.
So all sorts of beasts could be in there.
Fantastic, Bruce.
Fantastic.
And again, see how this looks like some feather here?
Oh, yeah.
We're getting little hints. Again, the thing is, this is a true teaser for a movie that's shooting right now where they can't show us the beast because I'm sure none of them are finished, you know?
Here's an interesting shot. So this is total guesswork, but I'm assuming, again, this is towards the beginning of the movie. And who we have, this is Colin Farrell.
This is Colin Farrell, and he's playing a character named Percival Graves, who is an Auror, an American Auror.
Like an American horror story.
An American horror story.
It looks like maybe a beast of some sort, like broke out in the middle of this neighborhood and broke through, and he's investigating. So I could see that.
Because if you remember the term horror, it's basically a wizard cop. That's a very simple way to put it.
He looks pretty good. He looks pretty.
Yeah,
slick.
yeah, he's pretty slick there, right? And so I think as you joked, he is on the case of the case. Again, I'm seeing different.
What creature is this? This is a hinky punk, perhaps.
There's all sorts we could get here. And that's our first look at Newt himself, played by Eddie Redmayne, Oscar-winning actor, entering the wizarding world here in a big way. And that case.
Yeah, and he opens the case. He gives a little growl, because he's got something in here. And for those that don't know, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them is the name of a book that his character writes. And J.K. Rowling wrote a very kind of a short encyclopedia of all of the magical creatures of the world through his point of view of going around and discovering them.
And this is not.
So this is kind of like, I would call maybe like an origin story of that.
I think so, and of course, this movie is not based on that book, and that it couldn't be. That was basically a textbook.
Yeah,
it's just taking that idea that this is a character that travels the world and is an expert on all these magical creatures and beasts.
There's no narrative to the book, but you kind of get snippets of him and his life, so it's cool that they're kind of fleshing out into this movie.
Yeah, and then a better look here at Tina. We should mention her sister because we know her sister Queenie is another one of the main characters, the main four. Yet we never see her in this teaser unless she's hidden in that big crowd in the Makusa early on. So still saving her. I mean, of course, this movie's almost a year away, so there's going to be plenty more promotion.
What's that around her neck? Is that a time turner?
A time turner? I don't know. It's certainly possible. And then, we get one last little tease image here. And we should go back here because hidden behind him is one more character of significance. That is Dan Fogler there playing Jacob, who is the fourth main character along with the Goldstein sisters and Newt. Very significant because Jacob is a muggle or a nomad. So it's the first time that we're getting, the Dursleys were not exactly protagonists, nor were they likable. This is going to be one of the four characters kind of sharing the adventure. So he somehow kind of learns about the magical world and wizarding world, and here is accompanying Newt, who's right in front of him, flashing his wand around.
Yes, doing magic on the street in front of a muggle.
Yeah.
Crazy. So I'm just a full nerd here, but what spell do you think this is?
I don't know.
I'm thinking like a Petrificus Totalis. It's kind of like icy blue, maybe. And if he's freezing a beast he needs to capture.
It's very. I mean, certainly, I think they're beast hunting at this point.
They got to go back and round them up and everything.
Yeah.
Maybe we learned a little bit about them.
And a big reveal on the logo here, which I will just note, this is the first movie in what's like a planned trilogy. And I'm guessing, based on the title treatment, each movie will be called Fantastic Beasts and something, something, something.
And how to slay them.
And how to track them down.
And how to ride them.
And how to set them free. But we'll have plenty more to talk about.
So plenty more to talk about Fantastic Beasts. Keep it here on IGN. Mischief Managed.